Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is a presentation on SAP Security tables. Here I'm comparing two different tables. One which is coming from SU24 customer table, which is USOBT underscore C, and the other one is the AGR underscore 1251. And the agenda is to see like where these tables are being used and how it helps us structure the role design. So what is USOBT underscore C? It is basically having authorization object mapping to the T codes. So whatever T codes are there and what authorization objects are checked, which is which defines the check of the transaction. So basically, this is the SU24 table, and then AGR underscore 1251 is is role stored authorization object plus values. So here the actual authorization that is assigned to a user, that that particular data is stored in this table. But if you look at USOBT underscore C, it doesn't have all the values in that particular table, and also it is not yet assigned to the users. It is the base design for any particular system. So if you look at the third box, it is clearly saying the key difference is expected checks versus the granted access. And how we compare these two is to find out the missing or access. So through any changes that has been made by the security team over time can be analyzed by comparing these two tables. We should not rely on SU24 defaults because mismatch leads to uncontrolled access or missing checks. We'll look for more into this particular point in coming slides. So we'll move to next slide. So here you are having purpose differences and the practical checks. So USOBT is USOBT is the customer table to propose the authorization objects in fields. So the defaults are provided by SU22. I mean standard uh, listings of key codes, and then it is copied to this customer table. And here you are maintaining the uh, fields, and then finally when you're assigning it, you're actually maintaining the values, status flags, and all those things apart from authorization objects, obviously. So how we use together the both table is to find the missing checks or overgrants, or overgrants in the sense what is more that is added which was not needed for that particular uh, access. And as you see, there is hands-on queries. So here we are talking about SQL queries by join by authority and object field filter AGR underscore 1251 by role status flag. Pitfall is where you can go wrong is SU24 not maintained, that customer table is not getting updated on time, and then the actual AGR underscore 1251 data contain manual edits uh, because the work the security team does for different requests. And so that should not happen. That is how we can maintain. We'll talk about that. And recommended checks is detect missing USOBT underscore proposals, compare the expected fields, and then summary is guide. So the customer table is a guide role build, whereas 1251 proves what role actually is getting granted. When to use USO underscore BT. So USO underscore BT is to map transactions to authorized option objects when redesigning roles. Uh, after some support pack upgrade transactions, when you are having an upgrade or you are adding a new site to organization, and that constitutes a project. So in project you are adding new rules, new org values, new plant codes. So in that case you need to come to this particular table and update it accordingly with respect to the master data of role design. And the third point is automate suggestions for authorization fields during role maintenance. This table as source of truth. Yeah, so this is important in audit perspective, because the auditors come and ask for this table data as a source of truth, and if we are following the compliance rules or not. So once the upgrade is completed, we need to again reevaluate this table to capture the changed SU24 defaults. And when adding custom T codes, ensure USOBT holds correct mapping so SU24 defaults can be maintained. Combine analysis, process, all those good points. But let's move when to use 1251. So audit effectiveness or verify. So 1251 is the actual access that is granted to users. So this is like the actual uh, truth, where we confirm if the policies are being effectively implied in the system or not. And once they get the data, they verify that we are following with the SOD and privilege access reviews. And also we use this table when role to object field searches are used, what role that grant specific objects to the field values. And also the profile regeneration prep validate what authorization will be in generated profiles.